Hey everyone, Kelly Tilton, Star Director here with the Moneymakers, and I wanted to kind of give you guys a quick training and some information on organizing your Scentsy life, from your office to paperwork to your calendar and your family personal life and all of those things. So I just want to kind of briefly go over some of the areas that you're going to want to focus on. Keep yourself in order. Taxes, mailings, and postage. You're going to want a mobile office or a physical office, samples, follow-up systems, some business supplies, and calendar time. Taxes, it's always best to sit down with your accountant or a accountant and figure out the do's and don'ts when it comes to taxes and owning your own business. But for the most part, you're going to want to find a system to keep it organized. Best way for me is I have an accordion file that I got at one of the office stores, and then I have it organized according, and it's got like multiple pockets in here for you. And then I organize it by month. Another way to organize it would be by write-offs, the different categories of write-offs. Right now I'm just doing it by month because I can just take all of my stuff from January and stick it in the January slot and so on and so forth. That way, when it's time for me to do my taxes, I can easily pull it all out and start adding it up and everything. Categories would be an even easier way to do that, so that when you go to add it up, it's already in the categories and you are set to enter that into your taxes or write-offs. You're going to have a miles journal in your car. You're going to need to track your beginning year mileage and your end of year mileage, and then write down every time you get in the car with the date, where you're going, and the beginning mileage and end mileage for that trip. You want to keep all your receipts for anything you purchase for your business, and then you can also, there's other write-offs that you can do, like your office square footage and your phone and stuff. So just talk with an accountant on that so that you have the right information for your area. One thing that has been beneficial for me is I've created a post office in my office setup. It's actually in that armoire behind me. And what I did inside there is I labeled two shelves. It says office, or not office, it says post office. And then I put all of my cards and envelopes and stamps and all those things on that area as well. What I did with my stamps is I found this accordion file at the dollar store. I put a label on it. It says stamps. And then I have them categorized by the postage cent dollar amount for what category they go in. I have team that are international, so I made sure I have international stamps on hand. I have regular forever stamps and then postcard stamps as well. Something else that I invested in is the pirate ship website, so that I can easily print labels off from home and mail packages that way. I right now just get the shipping labels that are from these ones, the white shipping labels, and I just print the label on that from Avery. So keeps it really, really simple and easy to go. As far as when it comes to postcards and cards and envelopes, I have gotten these bins from the dollar store as well. And I also labeled them according to what it is that's inside there. So if it's just cards, like thank you cards, it'll say thank you cards, or blank cards. I have a lot of blank cards because I like to personalize things that I mail out. This particular one is shout outs for the month. And then I put pieces of paper in here saying what the postcard is, and then I put the postcard behind there. So everything's labeled and in its place and easy for me to find when I need to do my shout outs and things. But the biggest thing you're going to want to do is label everything and have everything in its place, so that when you go to create your mailings and things, it's really easy for you to just grab what it is that you're looking for, write out the card, plop a stamp on it, and be good to go. It's really a good recommendation to have a mobile or a physical office. What I mean by mobile office is this is an office in your car. The best way to do this is basically find a bag or a bin or even those behind the seat car organizers. Those are great for your mobile office. You're going to want to have in your mobile office samples, catalogs, business cards, flyers, um, and maybe even have some items on hand. So if somebody stops you and says, "Oh, hey, you sell Scentsy, I need a light bulb," you could have a light bulb on hand in the car, or even testers in the car with you so people can smell them. Order forms would be another great thing to have with you in the car. If it's summertime or you're in a place that's hot, I wouldn't recommend having the wax testers, but maybe the some cards with the scratch and sniff stickers that we have. Things like those would be great items to have in your mobile office. But it's easy to, when you get approached, which I do because I have my label on the back of my car, people go, "Oh, hey, you sell Scentsy, do you have a catalog?" Then I can easily grab it and give it to them and get their contact information so that I can follow up with them as well. Your physical office is going to be in your home, and you're going to want things like desk, shelves. This is literally where you store all of your business items and supplies. A great thing to have would also be a virtual party setup, and I actually have one behind me back here. It's not complete because we just had catalog transition, but I have a shelving unit that has some of the products on there so I can show them to people when we do virtual parties, and or if they ask me and I do a Facebook Live, they can see um, the items that way as well. Once again, you're going to want to find whatever space works for you. And it doesn't have to be a big room like what I'm in. You could literally find just a closet in your house and clean it out and have the closet be your office. You could also find a little corner in your house with a shelving unit and a little table, things like that. Whatever works for you in your home. You don't want Scentsy to take over your home. So find a space that's going to work and utilize to your best interest. If you don't have a whole lot of room at all, and all you can do is maybe one of the over-the-door shoe organizers to organize all the paperwork and stuff, then do that. Go with that, and really simple, easy way to organize. And if they're clear pouches on those shoe organizers, then you can easily see what it is and know when you need to restock your items as well. Samples, you can do samples however works best with your business and your personality, how you want to do things. But you're going to have some bins for the different kinds of samples that you're going to hand out. You're going to kind of designate a little area or find an area where you can have in your house to make your labels and label them and everything. I have a simple folding card table that I set up and fold down when I'm not using it to make samples. So I have it available, but it doesn't take up a whole lot of space in our home. Types of samples that you can do would be wax, laundry, body, cleaning, pretty much any of our products you can make a sample out of. Or you can do what I do and buy the pre-made samples from the home office and then just stick your label on the back of it. So whatever works with your style. You can even make your own like these. This is our dish soaps. These are little sponges that I bought online. And then I put a dab of the dish soap on there, attached a cute little label to it, letting them know what it is, and then kind of hand those out. You're going to want to have bins to hold the supplies to make the samples, and then you're going to have bins to hold the finished product as well. You could literally just take like a cardboard box and get dividers made out of the cardboard, and then make that be your sample bin. I use this for ones that I have created. Scentsy had this in our store a few years ago, so I've been utilizing that. And it even has a cute little thing that says sample bar so that I know these are the samples that are ready to be handed out to customers. Another great idea might be to have a folder so you know how much it costs to ship samples to people if you're going to be making up like bingo packets or pre-made sample packets. Weigh them and see how much it costs so that you have it already stamped and ready to go. All you have to do is put their address on it, and you can get it mailed out. So however samples work for you, just go with it. One thing that you definitely need to have in your organization is a follow-up system. Follow-up systems are the key to repeat business with your customers. And you're going to want a system for checking in with them. And it's going to be like, see how they like an item. Did they get their item? Thank you for the order. Lots of people like to use the 222 system, which is 2 days, you send a thank you. 2 weeks, make sure they got the order and how they're liking it. And then 2 months, check in for a reorder. And then after that, just kind of keep following up with them and seeing how things are going. We have available to us a digital follow-up system and a physical follow-up system. The digital system is with the AMI app, and it's AMI app. You can find that on your phone. It tells you when and what to do. So it's really, really easy. I have transferred over to the AMI app so that it just keeps reminding me on what to do, because I had paper systems and it was getting too hard for me to follow up with everybody that way. So the AMI app has helped me a lot to streamline my business and make it easier for me. Other ways you can do it is having files and folders to track things, a paper system of keeping in touch with your customers. And that would, you're going to also want postcards, emails, and phone calls that you can do with those follow-up systems. I can do another video for you guys to kind of show you some of the follow-up systems. But I had, just real fast, I had just a simple card holder, and then I write the product name, who ordered it, if it's for Bring Back My Bar, or I'll put the customer's name and what it is that they had in it. And I actually had little folders for our cleaning products, our laundry products, and our body care products, so that I could easily follow up with people within that 2 to 3 month time frame and stuff. You can do that with your wax and things too. So just find a paper system if you're a paper person that works best for you. Otherwise, I highly recommend that AMI app. There is a free version of the AMI app, or you can also purchase the premium one. I believe it is $70 US, but you'll double check with that app on that. Business supplies, you're definitely going to need them, but you're also going to need to make sure that everything is organized when it comes to that. The first thing you need to do is decide what you want to use. There's lots of different things that we can use within our Scentsy business. Find what's going to work for you. And over the years for me, I've done different things, and now I've kind of settled in with what works for me. So I get the full line catalogs to hand out to my VIP customers and anybody who hosts a party with me, or potential new team members. And I use the product sheets, which is a piece of paper with all of the products on it. I mail those out or hand them out to customers just because they're a little bit smaller and easier, and it also only costs a stamp to mail it to people. So people have been loving those. You're going to want to create an area to store everything in. So you're going to want shelves or carts or bins. I actually have a shelving unit over here that I have that stores my books that I like to read, my testers, and my catalogs. And then I have over here another bin that stores my host join brochures, my other additional samples, and things like that. Basics that you always want to have on hand are going to be those host packets, your opportunity packets, testers, catalogs, product sheets, or showcase brochures. You choose which one works for your business, and order forms. Those are the basics that you need to have to run your business successfully. Finally, you're going to want to have calendars to schedule to make sure you have that work life, personal life balance. So I like to use physical calendars because then it helps my family to be able to see it easily. And then I can also use it and see it very easily as well. I have a physical calendar for my family and all of my Scentsy stuff. And then I use a planner for just my Scentsy stuff for the year. I highly recommend doing a family one and a Scentsy one. Everything goes on the family calendar. Only Scentsy stuff goes on the Scentsy calendar. If you need to have a day where you can't do Scentsy stuff, just put an X on it if it's going to be family things. Customers don't need to know when they're looking at your planner what day to host a party, what you have going on outside of the Scentsy, because it gets overwhelming for them. Make sure to plan your day. To-do lists help a ton for doing that. and try and put like 3 tasks on it to accomplish. If you complete those 3 tasks, cheer yourself on, add 3 more tasks to do so that you can keep working your business when it works for you. Something else to do with those to-do lists, if you didn't complete a task during the day, before you go to bed at night, put that on the next day's tasks because you need to finish those first. Plus, by doing it before you go to sleep at night, you know what you need to accomplish during the day right when you wake up in the morning. So that helps me out a lot because then I'm not wandering around the house trying to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Daily themes for tasks work great as well. This is also great for social media posts. It'll help you to know what tasks to do each day of the week and things like that. And decide what tasks need to be done each month. And you can create a system to do them. And don't forget to schedule time for yourself. So definitely, whatever it is that you enjoy doing that's relaxing or brings you joy, make sure you schedule that time for yourself. At least an hour, if not more, I would say a week, so that you can have that time to yourself. Some of the ways to do daily themes, I have a couple calendars on here in my office for me, but one that I really like is over here on the side. Not sure if you can see it, but it says Shout Out Sunday, Motivational Monday, Tuesday Training, Work It Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, Friday Fun Day, and Sample Saturday. So that's my theme so that I know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing each day of the week. One other thing that I wanted to touch base on with you guys is other ways that I organize some of my business supplies and things. I forgot to touch base on it. I highly recommend you utilize the dollar store near your area. They have tons of business supplies for cheap, and they work great in things. I actually found this cute little folder. It has pockets so I can put my join leads in it. I have another one in a different color for my host leads. I write the person's name on the piece of paper and their contact information, and then I will put on there anytime I contacted them and how I contacted them and what it was that I contacted them about as well. I attend lots of trainings and I put on trainings. So I have cute little spiral notebooks different colors, and then I write on them in permanent marker what it is. So these are for my team calls that I do, my leadership home office trainings. I have a binder for that as well. And I just start any coaching calls, I have a binder for that too. And then I just created these 2 binders so I can keep track of my party information for my bingo parties and my DIY parties, craft night parties that I do, so that I have customers' contact information, but also all my information for my hosts and things like that, all in one place so I can easily, quickly turn to it and follow up with them. I found this folder at the Dollar Tree as well. It's an organizer file binder. And this is where I store all my stickers. Each one, it has a tab and then pockets on it. So I organized it by type of sticker, and then all the stickers are in its place. So lots of fun things. Go out there, think outside the box on ways to organize your Scentsy business. But the biggest thing to remember is find a system and style that works for you. And then you can run your business in a more organized manner. And you want to think smarter, not harder. So that's also why you want to get your business organized. All right, you guys, I hope that gave you some ideas on how to organize your Scentsy business and your life. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video and I will be happy to answer them. Talk to you guys later. Bye.